So we're going to just quickly invite everybody to come, rain or shine, this Sunday, June 5th, at Yom Yerushalayim, to the annual, this is the 23rd annual concert for Israel Day concert in Central Park, immediately after the Salute to Israel parade. Rain or shine, and Dr. Joe Frager and his wife Karen are the organizers. Joe's been the organizer since the initial concert. My wife Joe and I joined him 11 years ago when we coined the phrase, the concert with a message. And the message is that we're never going to give up any land. Yerushalayim must be united forever. We're going to support all the communities, Yehuda, Shomron, the Golan,
Jordan Valley.
Joe,
and we hope that the Jews will return to Gush Katif.
Right.
We're not forgetting about
Right.
Gush Katif.
The concert maintains that we're not going to tolerate any more expulsions. We have many very important speakers coming, including the UN ambassador, the Israeli UN ambassador, Danny Danon, who's a good friend of ours, actually spoken at several of our concerts. And also we have John Bolton, the former UN ambassador.
Yeah, and Pete Hegseth, who runs one of the largest veterans organizations in America. He's a major in the Army, fought in Afghanistan, Iraq, and he's someone to keep an eye on. He's an up-and-coming, I think, political force, a major political force. He's on Fox quite a bit. That's Pete Hegseth. And we have Mort Klein, we have Ken Abramowitz, we have Rabbi Abadi and Rabbi Agazi. We have
Jeff Weisenfeld.
We have a lot of Dave Weprin, Rory Lansman. We have a lot of people. The main thing is this year, unlike all other years, we are focusing on the Americans who have been murdered in cold blood in Israel. Correct. And the ad that we ran all over the world, just to go through the names, I think is really important because to me, we don't just do a concert. The concert has to have a theme. The concert has to have a message. It has to, have an impact. The President of the United States fails to recognize when an American citizen is murdered outside of America, and that's not correct. That is a really inappropriate way. Now, he did recognize Ezra Schwartz after Robert Kraft had a 2-minute period of silence at a New England Patriots game. Then the president understood how important it was to recognize American citizens, no matter where they are in the world. If they've been murdered by terrorists, it is important to give your sympathy, empathy, and your condolences to the family. That's what a president of the United States is supposed to do. So he did do that with Ezra Schwartz, but people like Naftali Frankel, he did not do that with. Chaya Zissel Braun, who was in a carriage run over by an Arab terrorist on purpose, 3 months old, was killed in October of 2014. The Har-Nof murders, we had great rabbis murdered in Jerusalem, a little bit outside of Jerusalem, but it's in greater Jerusalem, Har-Nof. Rabbi Kalman Zev Levine, Aryeh Kapinski, Rabbi Moshe Tversky, and then, of course, Eitan Henkin, who's related to the famous Rav Henkin family, was murdered in a different situation in October 2015. Richard Lakin, who happens to be a cousin of my next-door neighbor in Queens, but he made Aliyah many years ago. Ezra Schwartz, we mentioned. Tuvia Yanai Weissman, who was a sergeant and murdered in a supermarket, defending himself and his wife. And, of course, Taylor Force, who's not Jewish, but Taylor Force was an American who happened to be an Army veteran who was indeed murdered in Israel. And there should be an outcry. It's an outrage when people are murdered. And this concert is really dedicated to their memories, and we should never see this happen again.